Read world literature and speak English. Toni Morrison, William Faulkner, Edgar Allan Poe, Zadie Smith, Samuel Beckett, Anthony Burgess, Doris Lessing, Jack Kerouac. Lesson 1, Bernard Shaw. I will fuss. You've no feeling. You don't care. What becomes of the lad? He sits down savagely. Fuss. Anxious behavior or activity that is usually about unimportant things. What becomes of the lad? You've no feeling. You've no emotion. I can't see what all the fuss was about. What becomes of the lad?
You've been anxious about him. Of course. How thoughtless of me not to begin by telling you he's quite safe. Indeed, he's in the safest place in the world, as one may say, safe under lock and key.
Soothingly, anxious about. Thoughtless, safe under lock and key.
Oh, cheer up, old dear. It won't hurt him. Look at me after 14 days of it. I'm all the better for being kept a bit quiet. You mustn't let it prey on your mind.
Cheer up, hurt, prey on your mind. The disgrace of it will kill me. And it will leave a mark on him to the end of his life. Disgrace, it will leave a mark on.
Not a bit of it. Don't you be afraid. I've educated Bobby a bit. He's not the mollycoddle he was when you had him in hand.
He's not the mollycoddle means, he is not a weak person, he is not a milksop. Margaret. Who accused you of such a thing?
The policeman I assaulted.
Accuse of. To find fault with or blame. Assaulted. Attacked or assailed. You mean to say that you did it?
I did. I had that satisfaction at all events. I knocked 2 of his teeth out.
At all events, knocked 2 of his teeth out. To damage something so that it does not work. Don't talk nonsense, woman. Is this a time for praying? Does anybody know? That's what we have to consider now. If only we can keep it dark, I don't care for anything else.
Don't talk nonsense. Don't say ideas, opinions, statements that seem very stupid. Keep it dark. Keep something secret. I don't care for anything else. I don't like someone or something. Don't hope for that, Father. Mind, I'll tell everybody that it ought to be told. It must be told.
Ought to. Should. You really ought to quit bullying her. You really ought to have been studying. Hold your tongue, you young hussy, or go out of my house this instant. Hold your tongue, hussy.
I'm quite ready. She takes her hat and turns to the door.
Throwing himself in front of it. Here. Where are you going? Well, can you tell me the proper way to get out of an engagement to a girl without getting into a row for breach of promise or behaving like a regular cad? To get out of an engagement to a girl, getting into a row. Breach of promise, cad.
No, sir. You can't get out of an engagement without behaving like a cad if the lady wishes to hold you to it. But it wouldn't be for her happiness to marry me when I don't really care for her. I don't really care for her, I don't give a damn, I am unconcerned.
Women don't always marry for happiness, sir. They often marry because they wish to be married women and not old maids.
Old maid's an offensive word for a woman who has never married and is not young anymore. Synonym. Spinster.
No. I've something to tell you. Sit down and be comfortable. You mustn't turn her out, Joe. I'll go with her if she goes. Turn her out. Drive her out. Throw her out.
She sits on the edge of the table. He sits beside her, and puts his arm wearily round her waist.
You needn't do that if you don't like, Bobby. Suppose we get off duty for the day, just to see what it's like.
Off duty? What do you mean?
You know very well what I mean. Bobby, Did you ever care one little scrap for me in that sort of way? Don't thunk answering, I don't care a bit for you that way. Care one little scrap for. Take care of.
I beg your pardon, I'm sure. I thought you did.
I beg your pardon. To say sorry when you have made a mistake.
Well, did you? Come. Don't be mean. I've owned up. You can put it all on me if you like, but I don't believe you care any more than I do. Don't be mean. Don't be cruel or don't be unkind, you can put it all on me. You mean? We've been shoved into it rather by the pars and mars. We've been shoved into it. Pushed into it in a rough or careless way. Well, it's not that I don't care for you, in fact, no girl can ever be to me exactly what you are, but we've been brought up so much together that it feels more like brother and sister than the other thing, doesn't it? We've been brought up. We've been raised.
C'est la fin de cette vidéo, j'espère que cette vidéo vous était intéressante, si c'est le cas n'hésitez pas à liker ma chaîne, et à vous abonner pour avoir les autres vidéos.